Hi guys, I'm very excited to be doing a demo for you today. I have a lip color that came in the mail just this last week and I haven't gotten a chance to show you. So I have Caramel Apple that I'm going to be demonstrating for you today. I'm going to show you how to apply it. And what LipSense is, it's a long-lasting 18-hour lip color that's waterproof, kiss-proof, and smudge-proof. It's also lead-free, wax-free, gluten-free, GMO-free, cruelty-free, and it's also made in the USA. So I'm very excited to demonstrate it for you, especially all you skeptics out there. Those of you that don't believe that it really does stay on for 18 hours, I'll show you later. So I do have Caramel Apple here. It's actually become one of my favorite colors. I already actually cleaned my lips from this morning just so I could do the demonstration for you today. And I'm also going to be applying the Glossy Gloss. So the reason why you do have to have both a color and a gloss with it is because the gloss helps it for the maximum 4 to 18-hour staying power. So originally when you first start with LipSense, it's probably only going to last you for 6 hours. I know mine did because I went through an exfoliating phase and I almost returned my products. I was so frustrated with the exfoliating phase that I wish I just wore it every day for 3 weeks and then I would have been obsessed with it even sooner. So that's the only problem. You guys are going to become as obsessed as me. So what you want to do first with your product is you want to make sure you shake it. So it has this little ball in here to help distribute the color, and this is going to help it for the maximum staying power. So you want to make sure that you have clean, dry lips. So I did already wipe my lips, but I'm going to wipe them again. I have a wet paper towel here handy. Make sure that there's no makeup or anything on. And shake, shake, shake. I usually do about 10 seconds. So then you don't need a very lot of color because this tube should actually last you quite a long time, especially if you only wear it for special occasions. Now, if you're anything like me and my go-to color while I was going through the exfoliating phase was pink champagne, I think mine is already getting close to 3/4 of the way gone. So you don't need a lot of color. As you can tell, there's still quite a bit of color on here. So you can wipe it off on a paper towel, or I just use the inside of the cap, just so I don't waste any color at all. So I'm just gonna scrape the color on the sides. So you want to make sure that you pull your lips tight so that there's no creases. You may feel some tingle the first time you apply it, and it's just because it's a cosmetic grade alcohol that is bonding to your lips. So it helps your lip color stay for that full 18 hours. So the gloss is going to help with the actual hydration and the maximum 18 hours. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment below. But I'm going to press my lips really tight, so if I stop talking, you'll know why. Plus, if I start talking while I'm doing the demonstration, my lips are going to stick together. So it's 3 layers. The first layer is broken down by your pH and your salivary glands. The second layer it holds for the color. And the third layer, it is broken down by any outside elements, the sun, sweat, things like that. So I'm going to pull my lips very tight, and I'm going to do one sweeping motion straight across. Then I'm going to go to my Cupid's arrow and do the same thing both sides and let it dry right in between. So probably about anywhere between 10 and 30 seconds in between each layer. Now if I have a thicker color, I'm going to want to keep it drying time a little bit longer. But this one's not so thick, so I should be okay. So now if you end up getting a little bit here on the outside, that's where your ooze remover comes in handy. So my lips are still kind of sticky and wet, so I'm going to wait to try and apply the next layer. You guys are probably laughing at me at home, but I swear it doesn't take very long to apply. There, I want to make sure that I get the water line. And I'm just getting a little bit of color from the inside of the tube. Scraping it off. And guys, I'm blind as a bat, so when I do this in the mirror, I'm much, much closer. So if I get a little bit on the sides, it's because I can't see. I'm already so obsessed with this color. You can even take a paper or a magazine or something just to speed up the drying time. But keep your lips nice and tight. You want to make sure that your lips aren't sticky at all before you put on the gloss. And try not to loosen your lips at all during drying time. It just makes it last a little bit better once you put on the gloss. If you can't understand me, make sure you leave a comment below and I can explain myself, because I'm sure I'm the only one that can understand what I'm saying. Okay. Now, my lips did start sticking a little bit, so I want to make sure that it's completely dry before I put the gloss on. And it should be dry to the touch. So if it's still sticky, leave it just a little bit longer before you apply your gloss. And when you apply the gloss, make sure you also get your water line, because that's where it's going to start exfoliating first. And look at that, there's nothing on the wand. So this is caramel apple. I do have one left in stock. I was actually going to sell them both, but I wanted to try it myself. And I'm so glad I did, because it's now become my favorite color besides pink champagne. So I do have one left, and then I'm going to do another bulk order. So then I'll make sure I get some more of this, because this one is my favorite. And I think if you're looking for something a little bit darker, Fire and Ice is going to be a little bit darker, and I do have one left of that as well. So now I'm going to demonstrate how this doesn't come off. So my gloss is still there. You're going to see I have a little bit of gloss on my finger, but there's going to be no color. So it's a little too early for wine. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but it's a little too early for wine. So I just have a glass of water. Nothing. If you guys wanted to see any more demos, please let me know. Make sure you put it in the comments below. And I'll also do a demonstration of the Oops Remover probably later. But I'll talk to you guys soon. If you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment.